Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Good morning on this beautiful Wednesday morning. It is -8 degrees and I'm coming to you live from my car. Yes, okay. So, if you've been following me for a while, I'm always up at 5:30 in the morning, and today is a special day because I am going to pick up my girlfriend and we're going to Wausau to have a girlfriend day. And I decided that we were gonna go early because I don't like driving at night and it's snowy and it's cold. So I decided to take the time and the opportunity to make a video during this time that I'm traveling. And if you have not tuned into my channel, my name is Veronica Delafonte. Welcome to the Vitality with Veronica YouTube channel. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, just hit that subscribe button and let's get into it for today. So, in honor of Valentine's Day, I was having this reoccurring theme of things that you can do for yourself. Like my last video was a health and nutrition video about juicing, my favorite recipe, and then I had another video that talked about 13 self-care ideas that were free that you can do at any time. To that video, I really wanted to talk about filling your cup and why that is so important. But I would have to tell you a little backstory about myself because I'm going to talk about filling your cup from a selfish point of view, okay? And you're probably like, oh my God, like we should not be selfish. Like, yes, you should. And this is why people are not filling their cup when they should fill their cup. So a backstory about me, I was a dancer for 15 years. And because of being in that type of industry, and don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun in the industry, but there could be a lot of crazy things that women can get involved in. Thank goodness that I wasn't one of those people. I pretty much kept my head on straight for most of the time that I was in the industry, but I owe it all to filling my cup and keeping my cup filled. So not only was I a dancer, I traveled a lot for work. We're having such a beautiful sunrise today. Like the last 3 days have been beautiful sunrises. Anyways, I traveled a lot for work, and because I was traveling a lot for work, I was always by myself a lot, And so from being by myself a lot, I was able to create some cup filling routines for myself, okay? Filling my cup at all times. I always had to be able to entertain myself by myself. It's like people that are only children, they have to be able to entertain themselves when they're little kids. Well, I was able to have the chance to fill my cup by entertaining myself. And what did that look like? I remember a trip that I was in Alaska, and when I was in Alaska, I didn't have a car. And if you know anything about Alaska, it's really spread out. I stayed in this hostel. I didn't know anybody, and I just remember watching YouTube videos on a lot of personal development things, and just building and taking those skills. A lot of the skills I didn't even need at that time, but later on in life, they resurfaced because I had filled my cup, And so I really don't know about people pleasing, but people pleasing comes because you're not filling your cup, okay? This is what I've heard, this is what I've seen. So I'm not going to pretend I know about, what people pleasing includes, but I do feel that it includes like doing so much for others that you forget about yourself. Okay? And so if you're filling your cup, like literally, yes, you can be in a position to serve others, but if you're not filling your cup and you're trying to serve others before you serve yourself, like that's going to be a problem. I never had that problem. I always had to fill my cup. When I would come back from work dealing with like many personalities, things that have happened through the night, I had to like really fill my cup. I remember, meditating, watching those YouTube videos that I talked about, and just really filling my cup. To that video, I really wanted to talk about filling your cup was when I had what we call the dark night of the soul. And so that was a really tough time for me. I remember that very well. I was married before, and that was when I was coming out of my divorce, and I really had a dark time there. I got involved with alcohol, drugs. It was a very dark time in my life. And I remember before that time came on me, I had a period of time where I was watching YouTube videos, and I was watching this lady and her husband, Abraham Hicks, and how you can create your own reality and all that. And I remember when I was going through that time, and it seemed like I couldn't pull myself out of it. I remembered that time when I filled my cup with those personal development things, and I was able to pull myself up out of there, of course with the help of my higher power. But the simple fact that I had took the time out in my life to read books, to watch YouTube channels, to like go to conferences and seminars, have friends around me that were lifting me up. I don't know if you've heard of the saying, you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with. That is a true statement, okay? Look at the people that you're hanging around with all the time, okay? Some of those friends, it's time to cut them off because they're not in alignment with what you need to fill your cup with, or what you want to fill your cup with. They could be like the crabs in the bucket that are pulling you down, okay? And so you need to reassess, reevaluate who is in your life. If they are not lifting you up, they are pulling you down, okay? Now you could have those friends that like you are in the same place, and that's always great, but the moment that you see them going in a downward spiral, it's really time to like take accountability and say, hey, which way is my life going in, or which way do you want your life to go in? Because we need to be planning a life that is intentional, fulfilling, and that you love, a life that you are in love with. Let's get back to filling your cup. So what are some of the ways that you can fill your cup, okay? My number one way of filling my cup is by reading. Right now, I'm reading a book called The Mastery of Love, and I can't remember who the author is, but I will put the author in the comment section below if that is something that you would like to read. There was another book that I read by him. I can't remember the name of the book off the top of my head, but I will add that book in the comment section below. Reading is such a wonderful way to come across things that you may need in your life at a future date, okay? Because we know everything doesn't happen by accident, okay? So, like, I was reading my book this morning, and I had a discussion with my partner last night about, some things in our relationship. And lo and behold, this morning when I was reading, there was a whole chapter that I read that was about the very thing that we were discussing, and it was something that I was struggling with, and it shed some light on that topic. So because I was reading to fill my cup, I got my cup filled to the brim so I could better deal with those emotions. Okay? So this is what filling your cup does. It prepares you for the future. It prepares you to best serve yourself first and best serve others. Okay? If you're into going to church will fill your cup. Okay? It gives you a whole new perspective on life. It gives you it gives you critical thinking skills, because a lot of times those pastors, when they are preaching the sermon, okay, you have to really get into deep thought about what it is that they're talking about. Okay, a lot of times I have those aha moments in church, and a lot of times I'm like, well, I shouldn't say a lot. There are some times that I'm like, okay, I gotta question this. And you don't have to believe everything that they talk about. It's good to question things and to dive deep on your own. Okay, this is what filling your cup is all about. Diving deep on your own and really discovering the self-awareness within yourself of what you need as a person to grow. Okay, because we cannot continue being people pleasers out there. Okay, we can't continue. All right, so one of the things that I encourage you to do, I know I only talked about reading, videos, personal development, finding a mentor, joining groups that are in alignment with you to fill your cup, walking in nature. That's an excellent way to fill your cup. I love being outside. Y'all know that I'm in the dead of winter right now. I'm not a fan of the cold weather, but I will tell you, I've gone snowshoeing a couple of times, and it's actually has been a fun time connecting with nature in a different way. Okay, we need to go out there and connect with nature. We need to breathe the fresh air. Okay, if you're in a position to be outside and walk around barefoot, reconnect. Okay, unplugging is a great way to fill your cup. Okay, we need to unplug from all the chaos that is going on out there. And when I talk about chaos, it's just mindless scrolling, having these things fill your mind. Then they make you think that you are in fear of missing out on something that is not yours to begin with. And then I want to close with this, okay? They have given us the illusion that we need to chase whatever it is that is going to make us happy. That is the biggest lie of them all. They have us chasing this emotion that when we get whatever it is that we think that we need, that we're going to be happy, and then you get that, and then there's another potion, there's another car, there's another house, there's another weave, there's another wig, there's another cream that we need to have. But if you are filling your cup, you don't need those things. It's great to have them, right? But they're not going to make you happy. Okay? So work on filling your cup so that you can be happy within, love yourself, respect yourself, know that you are the bomb.com. Okay? Know that you're the bomb.com. And then you can be 100% to your family and to others that are around you. So I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to go enjoy my day. Me and my homegirl, we're going to the big city. And I'm going to see you on the next video.